Hey, welcome back. You're with Salty on the Rug, and today we're having a bit of a look at the MXR. There's the box. Analog Chorus from their Analog Innovation series. MXR, what can I tell you? There are two big long-time players in guitar effects. One of them is Roland, who manifests themselves as Boss, and Boss have a little boutique line called Wassercraft, which harkens back to the days when Boss pedals were manufactured in Japan. They stopped being manufactured in Japan and were manufactured elsewhere, and subsequently the Japanese ones became quite sought after. MXR, well, Jim Dunlop has the MXR range, most famous for probably the Crybaby, which is a wah pedal, and the Jimi Hendrix Fuzz Face line of pedals. MXR have their own, or does Dunlop have their own? I don't know. But one of the two companies has their own boutique line, and that's the Way Huge range of pedals. And the Way Huge stuff is really, really good. Bigger footprint than your Boss or your MXR standard pedals. I had a Swollen Pickle for quite some time, which is one of their drive pedals, and really, really good. This comes with this is the actual item shipped from Music Core. It has a little quick guide. If you've never plugged a guitar pedal in before, have a look at the quick guide. If you've plugged a guitar pedal in before and stood on it, you probably don't need the quick guide. So that's enough. So I've removed a pedal from my production board to make way for the MXR Chorus, and I was in two minds around how to demo this pedal. I was going to throw it through the Fender Blues Junior and just this is what it does, straight in line, but we've put it in the effects loop with a few of my other pedals, and we'll have a bit of a look. We're running my Gretsch Duo Sonic. I don't think you've seen this one before. Into the Fender Machete. We'll bring the camera down, have a look at the board, and see what's going on. Really cool pedal. Back in a sec. Oh, it's a terrible winter's day here today. You can tell I'm rugged up. It's a horrible 23 degrees. Oh, it's just disgusting. I really hate living here. I really do. It's so comfortable. Okay, bye. All right, you can see we've got the MXR Analog Chorus down here in the little blue chassis. Slightly smaller footprint than the Boss. Very similar to the Keeley Oxblood. All of these are in the effects loop. That's in front of the amp, and the distortion is also in front of the amp. So it's got some crazy things on the MXR Analog Chorus. If we turn everything down to nothing, and this is kind of unique to MXR pedals, nothing is nothing. It's not the smallest amount of something, it's actually nothing. So if I take that out of the way, there's our dry sound. Now if I bring the effects loop online, we shouldn't hear anything. Nothing here should impact. In particular, the MXR shouldn't impact. So we bring the effects loop online. There we go. Let's bring the MXR Analog Chorus online, and again, everything's at zero. We should hear nothing. Beautiful. We hear nothing, and that's what I expect. That's what you should expect. Let's bring the level up. And this is a blend. You blend your affected sound into your unaffected sound. I'm going to leave it at midnight because the Machete has a wet and dry input in its effects loop. Send and receive, whatever you want to call it. They're at midnight also. So the affected sound is half of the unaffected sound. Oh, I'm so confused right now. That's okay. Let's see what happens. So quite clearly, to my ear, rate and depth are not in the loop, even though the level's at midnight, which is really, really cool. Let's bring our rate up. And rate is dependent upon depth, so this will be interesting. I got nothing. What do you got? I got nothing. Let's bring some depth in. And we'll just go midnight. And that is exactly what you would expect a chorus pedal to do. Brings that texture. It's supposed to emulate, originally, two instruments playing the same thing at the same time, and that harmonic bounce that you get when two instruments do that. So that's really cool. Let's max out the rate. Max out the depth on top of the rate. So back to midnight. Standard fare for a chorus pedal is rate and depth, and if you go a little further up the food chain, you'll get that blend, that level pedal. This one got something a little special. We've got a high and low pass filter, so all the way up is unaffected. They're not doing anything. So let's pull the bass out. So that fills out quite nicely. We'll leave it there. Try the same with the treble. That's our unaffected sound. Let's pull the treble out. Let's cut the treble. Throw it back in. It's certainly a hell of a lot more glassy with that treble round on. I prefer the pedal with everything uncut, but there are certainly some options there as far as, you know, cutting through the mix or getting under the mix. Back in the day, people used to stack chorus pedals. I know that sounds kind of weird. So, Fender Bubbler Chorus is right here. We're not going to get into what it does or how it does it or what the options are, but let's stack the two together. Throw a bit of delay in front of it. So what if we wanted to get all crazy and a little bit My Bloody Valentine with it? Throw the Keeley in front of it. So there you go. That's the MXR Analog Chorus. Wonderful pedal. It's a little bit less in your face than the Fender Bubbler. And look, I don't have 30 chorus pedals to compare it to, but I think it's a really subtle pedal and wonderfully lush in the mix. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And we'll do something else sometime soon. See you guys. Bye.